Right there guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's Sunday, so it's paper talk time again guys. I know I haven't put one of these out for a long time, but there hasn't been much on a Sunday to talk about in regards to Liverpool. However, that's changed and I don't think it's probably going to be the last time as well we hear anything about this type of news either. So let's have a quick look again. As you can probably guess, it's all about Mo Salah and Saudi. Now this is in the Sunday Mirror. It is written by, let's just load it up, John Richardson. He's basically put here, Jurgen Klopp is hoping Liverpool's owners hold their nerve and reject a staggering £200 million offer for Mo Salah. He knows that FSG believe that selling a 31-year-old for a world record fee, despite his status at Anfield, represents a good financial business. Now that's one thing we've got to take into account, guys. Like, £200 million would be a world record fee. Having rejected the Saudi Pro League club's £150 million offer, there is a growing confidence amongst the Middle Eastern hierarchy that an increased bid could be accepted by the Merseyside club. That would leave Klopp frustrated, having had no time to bring an adequate replacement for his goal-scoring winger. What do you guys think on that? Like, do you think if we were to sell Salah, right, in January, do you think we go out and buy a player who can do whatever Salah does or can grow into that role? You know, it reminds me of when we sold Philip Coutinho does this. You know, we sold him for, what was it, 130, 140 million, and we never replaced Philip Coutinho's position. We got a goalkeeper and a centre-back. So if we were to get 200 million for Mo Salah, do we really think we're going to go out and get someone just for that position? I personally, guys, think we could have something that's similar to a Philip Coutinho, where obviously Van Dijk's getting older, so we need to go get the next Van Dijk. I wouldn't say we need to go get the next Alisson yet, because he could probably still play for the next 4 or 5 years, but maybe you go get someone who's younger than Kelleher, someone who can come in and become the next Alisson, someone that you nurture. I don't know who that is. You know, there's that Georgian goalkeeper that's going around a bit. I think he's on like 21, 22 or something like that. He's supposed to be the next big up-and-coming goalkeeper. I can't pronounce his name. It's like Mashavaldevel or something like that. Something like that, guys. He's Georgian anyway, if you want to look it up. Do we go and get a midfielder, like another out-and-out number 6, like the world's best number 6? Caicedo obviously probably would have been one of them, but the next person, I don't know, guys. I honestly don't think that Liverpool would go out and spend a lot of money on a winger, unless they go and get the lad from is it Napoli? Again, a surname that I can't pronounce, but you all know who I'm talking about. The guy that absolutely ripped us apart in the Champions League. Maybe he's going to be the guy that Liverpool replace him with. And although there have been no protests from the player over the club's stance, he has told close friends he has been tempted by the promise of a stunning wage worth 1.5 million a week and the chance to become the poster boy of his native Middle East. So yeah, I said this the other day in the video, I think it was my last video actually, to be fair. If Salah goes to Saudi Arabia, it's because he wanted to go. PSG accepted 300 million, whatever it was, for Mbappe, but Mbappe turned the move down. So as much as we're all going to get mad at FSG, we've kind of also got to aim some of that at Salah as well. If you are unhappy about the move, like for me, 200 million, you can't turn it down. You literally cannot turn that money down. Yes, it's going to affect our season. Yes, it makes us unlikely to win the league and all this other stuff. And yes, he will go down as a Liverpool legend. But guys, it's a world record fee. Like, you can't turn that down for someone who's going to be 31, 32 next year, going into last year of his contract next season. Like, you can't turn it down. You really can't. And again, as I'm just about to say, like, if he was to go, it's because he wanted the move. He could always turn around and say, I don't want to go, just like Mbappe did. But let's wait and see. Let's have a quick, it says here. Klopp wants Salah to stay for one more season and make the inevitable move to Saudi Arabia next summer. But Klopp has been forced to bow to FSG's business arm on a number of occasions in the past few seasons regarding signings and departures. Now, That's a very interesting line, is that there? Because Klopp did say in his press conference the other day, he said, I don't know anything about a bid coming in for Salah, and if it did, I'd probably be the last to know anyway. And we know about occasions where Klopp wanted Timo Werner, and the club wouldn't pay the release clause that Leipzig wanted, so they went and got Jota instead. Now, in hindsight, people are going to turn around and say Jota was a better signing than Werner, blah, 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 but players played differently for different clubs in different systems. You know, Werner could have been really good for us. All you got to do is look at Fernando Torres. Absolutely electric for us. Went to Chelsea, did nothing. So, swings and roundabouts. Jota's a good player. I wouldn't swap him for Werner now, but I'm just saying you can't really knock Werner when he's never actually even played for us. Another player was Daniel Marlin. You know, Klopp wanted him. It was like 26, 25 million, but he was told he had to sell Origi and Shaqiri to get them off the wage bill before the club would let that one go through. And then I think as well there was one more as well, wasn't there? Can't think of it now off the top of my head. Was it Jude Bellingham? I think it's Jude Bellingham. I know that a lot of people in the comments say that Jude Bellingham rejected Liverpool. I don't think he did, guys, because the day before the news came out that, you know, Liverpool pulled out of the race, his representatives were in Liverpool, meeting Liverpool, and if he was going to decide that he didn't want to join Liverpool, then why would you travel all that way to speak to him? You'd just tell him over the phone, wouldn't you? Like, did Casado travel all the way to Liverpool to tell Liverpool that he didn't want to come to us, he wanted to go to Chelsea? And that's within England. That doesn't include flying from Germany. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's that one, and I as much as people argue against it, I will never, ever believe, well, unless obviously Bellingham came out and physically said it, that, you know, there was no chance of it, but I don't believe that he turned Liverpool down. I think Liverpool pulled out of it because of the money. I really do. The concern for him is that there is a policy of bringing in younger players with a sell-on potential while clearing the decks of players who are 30 plus. It is why Salah remains vulnerable to the last gasp grab by El Attihad, who have money to burn and won't take no for an answer. Jimmy Carragher told his former club that they would be foolish not to entertain the massive offer, despite risking the loss of their talisman. When you look at when you look at what Harry Kane went for, about 100 million, and he is a year or two younger, and he would only have had a year to go on his Spurs deal, Salah has 2 years to go. He looks after himself really well. For Liverpool to sell now, they aren't going to want what he's worth. They are going to want more than that, is what he said on Sky Sports on Friday night. Is that it? Oh no, he wouldn't be worth 150 million without the Saudi market, probably close to 100. But why have they left it so late? If they wanted him so badly and they were prepared to spend the money, why didn't they do it 6 months ago when they might have got him? It's up to Liverpool and it's up to Salah. He might not want to go. I think even for supporters who love him and don't want him to move, if that number keeps going up and up, there is a stage where they can't turn it down, and that would be 200 million. And I agree with that. We cannot turn down 200 million pound, guys. We honestly cannot turn that money down whatsoever. So we'll have to just keep an eye on it. Obviously, their window's open for another, what is it? I've heard mixed things about their window. Like, some people are saying it's the 7th. But then I could have swore I heard David Ornstein said it was like the 19th or something like that. So is it... Either way, we've got like 4 days to a couple of weeks left of this ongoing situation regarding Salah. So we'll see what happens there. As I've been recording this, the team news has broken for the game today against Aston Villa. And it looks like, obviously we don't have Van Dijk, so Gomez and Matip are in the middle at centre-back. Endo's been dropped and Jones has been chucked straight in. Gakpo's also been dropped and Nunes starts. I wonder how this midfield is going to shape up. Is Jones going to sit like he has done a couple of times in pre-season alongside Trent, leaving McAllister to go up? Or is McAllister going to sit with Trent and Jones is going to go up? That's a bit thingy for me, is that, because we haven't seen McAllister where he's supposed to have played, do you know what I mean? With the whole time of him being here now. He hasn't actually pushed up at all. So that's a bit of a bummer, is that. Endo's on the bench. I won't take anything into that. Obviously, he's only played a couple of games for us. He's brand new. Klopp tends to try to bed his players in a little bit before letting them go. So I probably think that that's a little bit of that there, where he's giving him a bit more time to get a little bit settled. He'll probably come on at some point today. Probably Jones will play about 60 minutes or something, and then Endo will get the last 30. And then, actually, guys, there was one more thing that I wanted to touch on today, and that was that the Qataris, well, basically, Man United have been taken off the market, apparently. Let me just have a quick look for that now. Alex Miller. One moment, guys, bear with me. It's just popped in my head now as I was... There we go. So, there's an article in the Mail on Sunday today written by Alex Miller and another guy. Alex Miller is the sports finance journalist / editor, columnist on the Mail on Sunday, the Mirror, the Sunday Mirror, the Daily Telegraph, and FC Business. So he has a lot of stuff going on. And basically, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but the article says that Manchester United will be taken off the market by the Glazers after bidders fail to reach their asking price, in a huge blow to furious fans as the Glazers hold out for $10 billion for the club. The Glazers are holding out for $10 billion to part ways with Manchester United. The owners have received offers throughout the projected negotiation period, and only the Sheikh of Qatar and Sir Jim Ratcliffe has emerged as serious bidders. And the article goes on to talk about they reckon they're going to hold on to it till 2025, where more people in America, billionaires, could get involved when the financial situation may potentially sort it out. They don't really care about what the fans have got to say, basically, here. They're on about the Club World Cup's going to be expanded by 2025. The World Cup's going to be in America next time round, which will build more interest into the sport as overall. And the Glazers think this may help them sell Man United for $7 billion to $10 billion. Now, I know some of you are going to be thinking, like, why are you mentioning this about Liverpool? Well, the Man United sale and Liverpool sale, in my opinion, have been linked. The whole reason why this has gone on for so long is because, for Liverpool, by the way, is because I think if Man United had not gone up for sale, Liverpool potentially could have been sold before the summer window opened. There's some Liverpool fans now that are theorising that the Qataris could turn to Liverpool to buy them now. But would FSG have the same mindset of they're going to hold on till 2025 and see if the valuation of the club goes up even further? I've always been of the opinion that FSG would try and sell before Jurgen Klopp left. I'm just going to check now how long he's got on his contract. I think he's got 2 years left, hasn't he, Jurgen Klopp? Yeah. So basically, until 2025, it says there, yeah. So he's got a contract until 2025 as Jurgen Klopp. That's the same period that the Glazers are trying to go sell United again. So is this all linked, guys, with that year? Is this all linked? Oh no, it says 2026, sorry. 2026 is when his contract runs out with Jurgen Klopp's. Could be, guys. Let's wait and see what happens on that. Let's see if anything materialises on the Liverpool sale front now that United are off the table. But yeah, the game's about to start in about 40 minutes or so, so I'm going to get off now. There will be a live stream later on, guys, after the game. We'll talk about it. We'll get a few questions in. If you guys want to speak about anything, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you then, guys. Catch you in the next one.